Now, boys and girls, I discovered that trying to load the save state I had at the start of the next level actually causes the game to crash. So we are back here for now. And I have noticed that there is a bit of choppiness in my videos as of late, which probably has something to do with Studio's recording rate being around 19 frames per second. And yeah, one thing I noticed now is that you can actually jump on top of the parachutes of those little guys. Oh well. Now we'll blow that up, drop down, and launch off into the sunset once again. Oh, great, now it's down to 18 frames per second. I wish I knew what's going on. Hold on for a moment. Okay, let's see if that helps. And yes, it is indeed a shooter now. With some more lovely music. And I still prefer to keep my laser. One thing about the weapons here is that a spread shot only goes up to 3 shots. So the laser and bouncy ball are still about as good as ever. Ooh. Oh! Yeah, this has some new additional effects for stuff like dying and such. And also for... yeah. This is what the force field looks like. And the laser can be quite tricky in this tight corridor, since you have to align yourself pretty carefully so the shot doesn't hit the walls right as it leaves off. And since these shooter segments are straightforward and as a result fairly short, I guess I can fit 2 into this video, which coincidentally is as much shooter segments as there are in this game, just 2 levels. Considering there is apparently a maximum number of 5 continues you can have, I wonder if if there's precisely enough gems in the entire game to fill up those, but well, here's the first boss. Well, that's kinda disgusting. It shoots out its own eyeballs. I mean, bosses where you have to shoot the big honking great eye to destroy it, those are common enough, but a boss that shoots out eyeballs, or even eye beams, are fairly common, but the actual eyeballs as weapons, you don't see that very often. Yeah, looks like the recording rate is stabilized around 18.5 frames per second. And let's show this for a moment. Yep, doesn't get any more spread out than this. Oh, Oh, and look, it's the first mini-boss is back. And yeah, the bound is pretty good actually, since here there's more going into all sorts of directions. And I was going to also point out that the little robot guys are back. This time as helicopters. Or they have helicopter blades attached to their backs or something. So considering how the mini-boss is still so quite large, those robots aren't actually all that small and adorable. I mean, they're about the size of the ship here. Ooh, laser, don't mind if I do. Okay, ooh. That was some close maneuvering. Wait a minute, those guys didn't shoot missiles in the first battle. Not to self. The shield does not protect against crashing into walls. I remember what the eyeball boss was like, but I don't really remember the boss of this level. Yep, definitely good use of the bound here. Or bounce or whatever. Would you like to go back to my place, bouncy bouncy? Name to reference. And soon we should see a reference to something. Ooh, it speeds up. Okay, the laser would have been useful about now. And hey, I think you would have gotten something special if you had destroyed that spiked ball. Actually, I think you might have gotten the reference I was thinking of from destroying the bouncy ball. Okay, and that was a bad place to be. Let's try to destroy the bottom gun. Oh. Yeah, that helps. I could sure do with an auto-fire about now. Aha! Now, I think the strategy you should use here is destroy the guns, then destroy the detaching side wings, and then you shoot the center part. Yeah. Unlike most RPG bosses, this one gets easier the more you damage it. Here we go. Oh no, it got one last shot off. And now we are crashing. Oh, there's one more level, and I think this one is... Yep, guns are inoperable. This one is just dodging, or I guess you could call it this sort of a bonus level. So, unlike mini bonus levels, this is quite deadly. Oh, we've gotten 2 extra lives on the bottom route. Oh, and we are up to 2 continues now. Oh, I did get one up at least in this level. Okay. Oh, hey. Thanks, guys, but I thought you were on the side of the enemy. Anyway, still, thanks. I like the little cap and nurse, whatever you call those things on them. Okay, so I was wrong. There are 3 flying sections. Hey, come on, that's not fair. Okay, thank you, that's much better. Oh. Now, I don't know if the central ball of the bounce weapon also does more damage when it's powered up, but I would imagine so. Can I do this before I get ingloriously killed? Probably not. Oh. Oh! Well, that helped. And okay, I was about to say that now this gets quite a lot easier, but no it doesn't. Well, that was tense. Oh, and this means it starts loading from the second disk. Wait, I guess this doesn't support the second disk drive, so this is actually where I got stuck as a kid, because I had no idea this is where you're supposed to put the second disk in. I mean, it doesn't give any kind of prompt, but somehow eventually I figured that out. And then you have to click the mouse button to signal the game that, hey. What? Do I have to put the first disk back? I guess so. That was kind of weird. Yep, and now we're on another planet, I guess, and our first act here is to deface a statue. We'll continue doing that next time.